My TikTok account is still acting up. We are now on day 2, and while TikTok says they have made significant progress to fix the issues we're all dealing with, they acknowledge things are still not right. And now the governor of California says he's opening a review about TikTok because he too believes things aren't right. More on that in a second. First, a short time ago, TikTok issued this news statement saying, we've made significant progress in recovering our U.S. infrastructure with our U.S. data center partner. However, the U.S. user experience may still have some technical issues, including when posting new content. We're committed to bringing TikTok back to its full capacity as soon as possible. We'll continue to provide updates. Thanks for your patience. Now, last night, TikTok identified several issues. They call them bugs, which I know I've experienced, and I'm sure you have too. Those bugs include things like slower load times, timed out requests, including when posting new content, and it includes creators temporarily seeing 0 views or likes on videos. If you are part of the Creator Rewards program, you may notice that your dashboard shows that your earnings are missing or that you have no videos that qualify for rewards. TikTok says this is a display error caused by server timeouts. They say your actual data and engagement are safe. Now, while things may be getting better on your FYP and your scrolling experience may sort of be back to normal, that does not mean that this is over. Lots of creators, including myself, are still experiencing lots of issues. TikTok says all of these problems stem from a major infrastructure issue triggered by a power outage at one of Oracle's data centers.
Sounds like she was paid.
Our next report takes us to the United States, where TikTok is facing a major crisis. Last week, the app avoided getting shut down in the US. It struck a deal to continue its operations in America. But now it may have lost something more valuable, and that is user trust. Thousands of users are deleting the app. So what triggered the crisis? A series of things: a revised privacy policy, widespread technical failures, and accusations of censorship. Creators say that their content is being blocked. TikTok, of course, denies it. It says the problem is technical, not political. Our next report has more.
Not long ago, TikTok users in the United States were joking about the app's death. Mock funerals, final posts, goodbye videos. Now something quieter is happening. People are actually leaving. Not because TikTok disappeared, but because of who owns it now. Last week, TikTok finalized a deal that reshaped its US operations. The app's American business now sits under a new joint venture that is majority US owned. The move followed years of political pressure. US officials raised concerns about data security and foreign influence. Courts warned TikTok it could be banned unless it separated from its Chinese parent company, ByteDance.
You'll get like a Chinese video.
Yeah. Call us TikTok refugees.
TikTok didn't fold. It cut a deal. President Donald Trump hailed the agreement.
I am so happy to have helped in saving TikTok. It will now be owned by a group of great American patriots and investors, the biggest in the world, and will be an important voice. I only hope that long into the future, I will be remembered by those who use and love TikTok.
Under the new structure, TikTok says US user data and the recommendation algorithm will be protected by domestic safeguards. The company promises tighter oversight, stronger security, and clearer content rules for American users. But many users were unconvinced. Days after the deal, Americans were prompted to accept updated terms and a new privacy policy. The language stood out. The policy listed categories of sensitive data TikTok may collect or process. That included immigration status, sexual orientation, gender identity, and precise location. It also covered private messages, AI interactions, and data linked to minors. Legal experts say the wording is not new. They argue it reflects state privacy laws that require transparency. But perception mattered more than precedent. Concerns spread fast online. So did calls to delete the app. Data shows app deletions have jumped by 150% since the announcement. Still, many have also stayed. Then came the technical problems. Load times crawled, uploads vanished, and new videos showed 0 views. For some creators, their feeds went dark entirely. TikTok blamed a power outage at a US data center. It said the issues were technical and temporary, but some users suspected more. Creators claimed certain political content was being limited. Others said specific terms or messages were blocked.
Following TikTok's sale to a Trump-aligned business group, our office has received reports and independently confirmed instances of suppressed content critical of President Trump.
TikTok denied censorship. It said there are no content bans in place. It was just glitches. But the pattern was hard to ignore. That matters because TikTok remains one of the most used apps in the country.
Leave a comment. These magic books make writing practice.
It has more than 200 million users in the US. The engagement is still strong, but something has still broken. Not the app, the belief that it was theirs. Users are questioning who controls the platform, who has access to their data, and how decisions are now being made.
Welcome to Nothing's Off the Table, the show where politics, culture, and current events collide, and we say what everyone else is thinking. I'm Noel, and this is my partner.
I'm Roy9G on the gram. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Stay tuned to the end so you can get the survival tip of the day, and make sure you go sign up for Culpability app so you don't have to worry about these shenanigans.
Okay. Man, let's just dive into this TikTok nonsense. They are absolutely suppressing certain content, more so than others. They are putting folks' accounts on ice when they mention certain things, like when they reference Zionism and Zionist in a way that speaks to how they have been targeting Palestinians and the things that are going on in Gaza and the unfortunate genocide that has taken place and that continues to take place today. And let's just talk about the news report on these great patriots and Americans that now own TikTok. Let's take a deeper dive into Larry Ellison and who he is. He is the founder of Oracle. His son, he purchased CBS for his son, and they put a very loud person over the news, loud, and how else could we describe her? Well, what we can say is this: there was a news story done on how immigrants were being treated in ICE custody and how they were being housed in some of these detention centers and in these prisons. And it had gone through all of the review process, legal reviewed it. The actual news report was supposed to air on, I think, during a segment on 60 Minutes, and she stopped it. So that shows you, it should give you an idea of who Larry Ellison is and his stance and his deep ties to this existing administration.
Yeah, at this point, should we even be surprised that TikTok is being tampered with? Like,
not at all.
Like CBS is like diet Fox News. I mean, like,
right.
Like you can't even watch it. Like they talking about the ratings. follow. I understand why, because you still look. Even the most hardened fans, or even the most diehard Kool-Aid drinkers, still want to see some level of reality when they watch the news, right?
Yes.
Don't you?
Yes.
You still
Yes.
want to see like some semblance of the truth.
Absolutely. You want to see unbiased reporting to a certain.
When you're able to make the decision based
Correct.
on how you feel about it yourself personally. You don't want to watch the news and they basically trying to tell you how you should feel about life.
No, not at all. You want to see honest and fair reporting.
Yeah.
And not the dumbing down of America.
Yeah. So like and then look, what's so bad about TikTok? They say they censoring the content and they saying they snatching the money.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The money's nowhere near the same now.
Yes. I've seen that response from lots of users and influencers and collaborators that use that platform. And unfortunately, yeah, both things are true. And what the other odd thing, now they're censoring folks from using the term Zionist, but they aren't censoring folks for using the N-word.
I mean, of course not. What's really scary, what's really going on, they say across these platforms that these people own, that Black people and certain colored people in general are getting like shadow hit.
Shadow banned. Yeah.
For that content just to roll down, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm talking about some people who don't even have anything political to say. It's just the fact that they Black.
Correct.
So this is the time where you build your own audience away from these people. You sign up to Culpability app, somebody that looks like you, who's not going to steal your background information and send it over to the Russians. Right? You could do the same exact things, right?
Yes. Yes, you can.
This is the time. We just come over to Culpability app, ride the wave.
Yes, create community. Create the community that you deserve.
Yeah,
you want to have
alter your content.
Yes. Safe communities. You want to create safe communities, safe spaces. You can do that on Culpability. You want to have funny videos. You can post that on Culpability. Your content will not be suppressed. And as a community, you guys get to guide and drive what your community looks like for you and your community.
And it's an SOS button if you ever caught out here in one of those sticky situations. Man. So let's go. I mean, it's no time like the present. Facts. They telling us to our face that they don't care about us. So if you don't care about me, you don't care about my money, you don't care about my time, you don't care about my attention, and I'm not going to give it to you.
And that's it. That is it. Because what we do understand and what we have seen, they may not care about you as a human being, but what we know they care about are your dollars.
Actual factual. Let's get to the survival tip of the day.
Platforms are not free speech.